Okay, so we have taken a look at some deep sea discoveries, mainly about the Megalodon we have done. But today we're going to be looking at top 10 terrifying creatures, even sharks fear. I wonder if a Megalodon is going to be on that list of that a shark fears. Or what else even would a shark fear? Maybe like a blue whale, maybe? I don't know. So yeah, we shall find out in this video.
While sharks are often seen as the king of the ocean, that doesn't mean that they're free from danger. Many other predators look to topple them from the top of the food chain, and others refuse to become their prey. Either way, these 10 terrifying creatures will have you and sharks sleeping with both eyes open. Number 10. Giant squid. Easily one of the most feared creatures by human and fish kind alike, the giant squid is an almost mythological beast, being so elusive to researchers that one wasn't even captured live on film until 2006. Being the largest invertebrate on Earth, it can grow to over 50 feet, at least the ones that we've seen, which is more than 3 times the size of a great white. All that they would need to do to take down a shark is attach one tentacle. From there, their suction cups would be powerful enough that the shark couldn't swim away, and the squid could wrap the rest of its arms around it and begin to bite through its skin with its massive beak. From there, it's all but certain that the shark would perish, though some sharks have been recorded with suction marks and scars from what could only be these colossal creatures, so they're right to be scared.
Jeez, the size of them fins, I would be terrified of seeing that thing. I have almost touched a jellyfish, like this top fleshy part bit. That's the closest I've ever become to like some sort of squiddy type or whatever creature. But in general, just don't like fish, so just get the hell away from me, basically.
Dolphins. While these cute and clever creatures may seem cuddly on the outside, they're actually dangerous killing machines, and sharks know it. With sharp teeth and a pointy, battering ram-like snout, dolphins pack a mean punch, and when grouped together, become a pod of predators. By landing a few well-placed, high-speed blows, a dolphin can rupture the organs of the shark, and then come in for the kill with their friends, making an easy meal of the so-called king of the ocean. Researchers have shown time and time again just how intelligent dolphins are, and they use their intelligence to outsmart and outlast pretty much everything in the sea. So even though we love to swim with them, sharks have learned and adjusted their behavior to porpoisely steer clear.
That's actually on my bucket list to swim with dolphins. I've not actually done that yet, so now watching this, do I still want to do that? Nah, for real, I still want to do that. I do want to swim with dolphins. That is something I would like to do on my list.
Sea turtles. Cowabunga, dudes! Since sea turtles are my favorite animals, I had to include them on this list, even though their main predators are larger sharks. The reason that I could include them, though, is because some of them have actually been known to wound a shark or two within their long lives. Researchers have attached glorified GoPros with a tracker called Smart Tags to some of the sea turtles in order to track their movements and activity, and some of what they found was rather shocking. While being attacked by a tiger shark, one turtle actually managed to take a chunk out of its gills with a well-placed bite, causing the shark to make a hasty retreat. While this was a defensive maneuver, it certainly shows the power that these guys hold back in their shells. And that shark certainly learned a lesson about fighting with these lean, green, biting machines.
That's cool, dude. That's totally awesome. Is that how you do the impression? I don't know. What's it even called? A freaking turtle from Nemo. What is it called? But a turtle taking down a shark.
Sweet.
Totally.
Number 7. Hagfish. While this slippery little fish may look like an easy meal for the hungry shark, they're actually hiding a very interesting trick up their sleeves: snot. That's right. The hagfish's main offensive and defensive mechanism is to excrete a mucus through their skin, which is specially designed to expand in salt water, making it 1,000 times more dense than other animal mucus. They use this slime to trap other fish so that they can bite their teeth into their prey's flesh while they sink to the sea floor. And they have been known to tangle with sharks. While they're not necessarily pack animals, hagfish will fight together when provoked, and they can use their mucus to clog the gills of larger fish, including sharks, causing them to go into shock or even die, so that they can be eaten by the slimy hagfish.
Those are hideous. Those are hideous looking creatures. Like, why? Why would you have that?
Moray eel takes our number 6 spot because of their vicious and predatory nature, as they often attack nearby sharks along with anything else unlucky enough to cross its path. Lurking under reefs and stones on the seafloor, the moray will latch onto its prey with not 1, but 2 sets of jaws. Think the xenomorph from Alien, and devour it whole. And sharks are not free from this fate. There is quite a bit of footage showing these eels fighting, and
It kind of looks like a long dinosaur, like a fish dinosaur.
gobbling up smaller sharks, though it takes quite a
Not
bit
that
of
one.
time to swallow them completely, like how snakes eat. Sharks have learned to stay away from the hunting grounds of these lanky
These are
killers,
what,
and
snake
those that
creatures?
don't find themselves in double jeopardy. Number 5, box jellyfish.
four.
There are
Messed
at
up.
least 51 different species of box jellyfish in the ocean, and every single one of them is extremely dangerous, especially to humans. But what
Yeah,
about
these are the
sharks?
ones I've
While
touched.
jellyfish are not
Well,
predatory
touched
in
away.
nature,
I've
they
touched a
possess
bit,
some
yeah.
of the most efficient ways to kill.
it
Multiple
gets done,
tentacles,
though.
which, when touched, will inject venom into the skin, causing pain, nerve damage, and even cardiac arrest. But sharks have way tougher skin than us, so the most damage a jellyfish can do to a shark is through its eyes, where it can actually leave a shark blinded from the sting. Younger sharks that have yet to develop their tough skin, however, can easily be temporarily paralyzed or even killed by a box jellyfish
man.
sting. So they have learned to watch for these beautifully dangerous floating creatures and swim the other way. Number 4, electric eel.
There you go.
Though it may not be a true eel, being closer to a catfish or carp than other eels, its name is not a complete lie, as they pack a powerful shock of up to 650 volts, more
That's
than
small,
5
though.
times what is pumping through your wall sockets. It achieves this marvelous feat by using specialized organs filled with electrocyte cells,
Okay.
similar to tiny
is very
batteries,
innocent.
to generate small amounts of electricity, moving sodium and potassium
Alcohol.
around to create a charge. Since these cells are arranged like batteries in a series, the charge builds up and can be released all at once on command, usually as a defense mechanism. When in groups, as they often are, they create a deadly pool of electricity and use it to deter and kill anything that may dare encroach on its territory. Its shock is enough to kill humans and even sharks, great white or otherwise, and they're not safe from this terrifying creature. Number 3, hippos. Our only
What?
land animal on the list, the hippo is one of the few that exists in areas where sharks may be ready to
Hippos.
feed. In some parts of Africa, bull sharks have adapted to living in fresh water and have made their way into the watering holes frequented by some of the world's most dangerous animals. Hippos are widely acknowledged to be more dangerous to humans than sharks, being able to run as fast as us on land and even faster in the water. We'd surely be caught and crushed by their massive jaws. It is estimated that 500
To be fair, I
people
would
are
not
killed
wanna
by
get
hippos every
involved
year,
in that
and their
game.
bite force of 1,800 newtons is enough to snap a crocodile clean in two. While the hippo
Nice.
has the strongest bite force of any land animal, the bull shark has the strongest bite force of any shark, and makes for a fierce fight. There have been multiple encounters documented in the tidal wetlands of Africa where these two titans faced off, most likely as an accident from the shark
Okay.
getting too close. But if it was to be caught by the hippo, it would surely be game over for the bull shark. Number 2, stonefish. This next terrifying creature is a threat to sharks not because of its size or teeth, but because it is the most venomous fish in the world. Though
okay.
surprisingly, this isn't its main method of attack. Using its fantastically developed camouflage,
That
the
is a good
stonefish
camouflage,
blends
to be fair.
into the seafloor
I
easily,
would never know
awaiting
they
its prey
existed.
swimming overhead and attacking quickly in just 1/100th of a second, then returning to its hiding place. The 13 spines on its back are used defensively, only engaging when attacked or unwittingly approached. The spines inject poison into the victim's system, causing pain, paralysis, tissue and organ damage,
God.
and finally death. Obviously fatal to humans, many sharks have found themselves on the wrong end of a stonefish and ended belly up.
I would have never known they existed. I would never ever known that they existed. So I could have been, the whole time I was diving, I could have easily been poisoned by a stonefish. That's mad. That's actually quite mad saying that out loud now.
Our number 1 spot goes to the orca. While commonly
Orca.
believed that the great white shark is the top of the food chain, that isn't quite true. Fittingly named the killer whale, orcas are well known for eating pretty much anything in the sea, including and especially sharks. They hunt in large groups or pods and can swim about twice as fast as a great white, while also being 4 times as large, making them the most fearsome predator in the ocean. Their large teeth and breakneck speeds make literal mincemeat out of sharks, and it even seems that orcas attack sharks just for sport, not eating their entire body but just the nutrient-rich liver in many cases. Though they may seem friendly with their spots and smiles, make no mistake, killer whales have their name for a reason, and sharks know it.
That's actually quite mad now thinking about it. Like, what I've taken back from this video is that sharks are actually not as bad. There's actually a lot worse, like, deep creatures out there. And I've done, like, professional diving, like, in the sea before, so I could have, like, easily been killed by any of those creatures. Any of those creatures could have easily had me. So now, like, I'm not as afraid as a shark. Well, I'm obviously still be afraid of sharks, but the deep sea is not a safe place. It can be a dangerous place depending on where you are swimming. But it just goes to show, like, not everything is safe. Like, no matter what the size, big or small. Like, I think, if anything, the stonefish seems like the most terrifying one, because you get bitten by that thing, and like they say it's very poisonous, then yeah, you're gone. You are done for, like, fully. You are fully gone. Imagine being killed by a fish. I know. That's crazy.